government says it may start covering the costs of living donors, and even the opposition thinks it's a good idea. Our Queen's Park correspondent Sean Mallon explains.
Twice, George Marcello had to go through the life and death stress of waiting for a liver donor. Twice, one was found. But along the way, he needed to know that everyone was searching everywhere.
And to ensure that everything possible is being done.
The process turned him into an activist, campaigning for improvements to Ontario's inadequate rate of organ donations. He says the current government has done too much studying, not enough acting.
They haven't really moved the ball forward from the scrimmage line from where it was concerning organ donations.
Now an idea that Marcello's been pushing is getting serious consideration: to pay living donors to cover their costs. Someone who donates a kidney or part of a liver can run up thousands of dollars in lost salary, not to mention travel and accommodation expenses.
Supporting more people through living donations seems to be one of those ways that we can actually give more of those people hope.
British Columbia has a pilot program that pays living donors up to $5,500. The health minister has just been handed a report on how to improve the rate of donations here, and it sounds like the BC model could be coming to Ontario.
I think that's going to be a substantial part of the report that's going to come forward.
The opposition says it's a good idea, but accuse the Liberals of dragging their feet on the issue.
They failed people in Ontario. One person dies every 3 days on this waiting list.
Last year saw a record number of organ and tissue donations in Ontario, but all agree that the numbers aren't nearly good enough. More than 1,700 men, women, and children continue to languish on waiting lists. For Global News, this is Sean Mallon reporting.
Well, the Toronto Maple Leafs, of course, failed in the battle to make the playoffs.
L'Ontario potrebbe diventare la prossima provincia che rimborserà le persone che donano un rene o parte del fegato.
Il ministro della Sanità George Smitherman ha detto che l'Ontario potrebbe seguire l'esempio della British Columbia, che al presente sta attuando un progetto pilota che rimborsa ai donatori viventi fino a $5.500 per le spese cui vanno incontro, come alloggio, viaggi, pasti e perdita di reddito durante il periodo della donazione.
The real numbers, the real opportunity is in what we can do to support those people who are willing to give this really beautiful, beautiful gift of life in the form of either sharing a kidney or part of their liver.
In Ontario circa 1.700 pazienti sono attualmente in attesa di trapianti. John Tory ha detto che il governo dovrebbe adottare il disegno di legge presentato dai conservatori per l'assenso della donazione degli organi al rinnovo della patente di guida.
I think Mr. Cleese has a very excellent piece of legislation in front of the House which would say before you can sign up for your driver's license you have to fill out a yes or no on whether you would donate. You just have to answer the question. And I think that's a good way of perhaps getting more people to participate voluntarily.
Il rimborso delle spese ai donatori viventi è un passo nella giusta direzione, ha detto George Marcello, che ha subito 2 volte il trapianto del fegato e da anni si batte per il presunto consenso per la donazione degli organi.
There's many people that were stepping up to wanting to become organ donors, and then they found out that there was a huge expense involved in becoming a live donor, and so this so greatly, addressed that need.
La Trillium Gift of Life Network ha detto che lo scorso anno quasi 300 persone hanno donato parte del fegato o un rene. Il ministro della Sanità George Smitherman ha detto che fra qualche settimana sarà presentato il rapporto sulla donazione degli organi stilato da un'apposita commissione che indicherà al governo le linee da seguire per la donazione degli organi nella provincia dell'Ontario. Da Queen's Park, Enzo Di Mauro, Omni News.